every great thing that happens in the city of Mobile, it started with an idea. And it starts generally with one person having an idea, bouncing it off somebody else and said, what do you think? And so often somebody says, that's crazy, that'll never happen. Well, this is one of those things that maybe as crazy as it was, it's happened. And so to be just a very small part of it, I never will forget the day when Michelle Hurdle, the Airbus, walked in my office and started explaining the vision for this park. And I'm kind of shaking my head and I'm saying, are you sure? And she said, Mayor, I really believe that we can get the buy-in from Airbus and other suppliers that will be coming to Mobile, and we can make this one of the premier parks in the city of Mobile. And she said, can you just visualize being able to be in Doyle Park and watch the airplanes, the brand new airplanes, taking off and flying over this field? She had already done a little work, she and Roger Wayner with the Mobile Airport Authority, and they actually had a rendering of what it looked like. And there were some cost estimates, you know, associated with that. But not to be deterred by the challenge that was at hand, they started the process of building the relationships, getting buy-in to make this happen. And so, again, it's just a great day in the city of Mobile, especially for this community. And this another part of our community that this is extra special. And behind you, the fence that you can see, the yellow padding on the top, is a field that we're referring to as Brody's Ability Park. And this is for our children who are in wheelchairs, possibly have other challenges, and they can go on that playing field and not worry about being in the grass and being in the ruts and all. And you would have to go, I think, is it Roger, to New Orleans to find another park with that ability? So the uniqueness, just that one aspect of this park is huge, and I am delighted that that became part of this, because all of our children with challenges like that will be able to come to Doyle Park because of the way it was designed especially for them. You know, it's a place where they can play kickball, they can play soccer, softball, whatever they choose to do. As I think about this, I know that I'm not going to try to identify all the sponsors today, because Roger will do that and he'll thank everybody that was involved. But I am just, again, grateful to be a part of it. But like everything that happens in the city, there's no one person, you know, that is responsible for it. And this was a collaboration between the administration, the city council, and the industry that has pitched in to make this happen. And the beneficiary of this is everybody that's standing here, plus hundreds of other Mobilians that aren't here. So I think we ought to give everybody, all of ourselves, a big round of applause for what we've accomplished in a very, very short period of time.
Good afternoon. I get to probably do one of the most disingenuous things I'm going to do all day today. That's get up here and speak on behalf of a lot of other people that made this happen. As the mayor said, this was a huge collaboration across a bunch of people, so it almost feels wrong to be the one, but this is what happens when you don't show up to a meeting. They elect you to be the one to speak. So I want to thank you all for being here today. This is a huge event for what you may or may not have heard of called the Friends of Doyle Park. The Friends of Doyle Park was a group of business leaders in this community that came together after the Airbus project and kind of became galvanized around each other with the Airbus project and everything that was happening here and the reformation that was taking place at the Mobile Aeroplex. And we kind of came up with a charge, and that was to how can we positively impact this community in addition to all the other great things that we're doing and really help a lot of the kids in this community, which we're so happy to have here with us today. And I know we'll get to play on all this stuff soon, so just bear with us. This is what adults do sometimes. We just talk. This 24-acre park used to be part of Brookley Air Force Base. This literally used to be on post, as they called it. And when 17,000 people ceased to work at Brookley, this community took a big hit from that, and so did this park. And as Brookley comes back and what we're doing over here and all the folks that are investing over there comes back, we certainly hope that it will have a positive impact on this community, and we certainly hope that this park will have a positive impact as well. And through that exercise, and in no small part, as the mayor said, to Michelle Hurdle's vision, and at the very least we might say tenacity, this certainly became our focus, and we galvanized together to get this done. Under the leadership of Lance Covan, when he encouraged the airport authority to start the Mobile Airport Authority Foundation, and we kind of have lived underneath a motto that through the fascination of flight brings opportunity, and I'd contend to you that's what's happening behind us, is what it's all about and what this park is emblematic of. With that ethos, we've tackled about a $1.5 million project, and as the mayor said, a lot of folks here today had the enviable or unenviable opportunity to help us share the burden of a project this big. It really started out with the Community Foundation, which allowed us to get started. When you go from there, if it wasn't for Kendall Kirkpatrick and his team at Mott McDonald, I don't want to say Hatch Mott McDonald, their engineering efforts, when you couple that with what ADEM did and help us get over some hurdles here, and what ADECA did, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Moss Aviation, and an untold other amount of supporters that came out and helped us do everything from Hosey Weaver and Sons, everybody from getting us started to engineering to clearing the site. The only building that remained on this site of about 5 structures is that bathroom right there, and it doesn't look anything like it did when it was constructed in 1939, 1940. So everything here is new, it's different, and it all came to fruition here. But it really wouldn't be without all of the Mobile Airport Authority Foundation. We've had 2 5Ks. If anybody's running the 5K, almost every single dollar from that 5K was driven back into this park to help fund this exercise here. And we wouldn't be without all of those supporters that helped us get there, to include our aerospace community. Our aerospace community really came together to make not just Brooklyn their home, but the DIP community their home, and this is really the extension of that exercise. A project of this magnitude, in our opinion, really is a function of our holistic approach to building an aerospace cluster in Mobile that will help drive this community for the next 50 years in the future. Well, how do you create the workforce for that? Well, you do that with young folks like this in a park like this. Part of our thought process, when I said to you, from this idea, from the fascination of flight, and I'm really just kind of stalling until that plane takes off behind me again, but no, I'm kidding. From the fascination of flight to opportunity. When you think about the fact that these kids are from the elementary school right over there, and the middle school is right there, and BC Raines is right there with the Aviation Academy, and the 2-year college system has a training center over there for aviation, and then you have AIDT's training center there, and 5,000 employees working at the Mobile Aeroplex, and high-paying jobs in the aerospace industry. You know, we kind of call it, some people call it from cradle to career, we kind of call it from playground to career. So we hope and we believe that this is part of what we're here to do and help create this aviation cluster, and we've been passionate about it. I'd like everybody who works for MAA that's worked on this park to please raise your hand in the back. If it was not for their tenacity as well and their commitment and drive to complete this project, we would not be here today. I would tell you, in a lot of projects like this, everybody's here always in the beginning, and every project goes like this. I'm so proud of our team, because the one constant throughout all of this has been our team that's been willing to stick it out, dig it out, and get it done. Literally dig it out some nights way into the evening. Look, I'll leave you with this. We are $200,000 shy of our goal. We hope as you look forward, you will think about that. Right here behind us, you'll see a little red marker. That's where the splash pad goes. And right over there where the DPU truck is, that's where the bathroom goes over there that will support that field over there. That's phase 2. It lies in front of us. I would hope that you'll think about that as an opportunity. And we hope that this exercise will serve as a challenge to others to partner in a model like this to accomplish great things in this community and support the community as a whole in parks. I will leave you with this. No one can ever guarantee the impact of projects like this. No one can guarantee results from anything like this. But at the very least, I hope what we have done is given a platform or an aspirational springboard for some kids like y'all over there, for your dreams to take flight. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Welcome. I'm Amy Carpenter. I'm actually a local parent here in the Mobile community, and I was asked to come speak to you all today about why parks like this and fields like the one behind you are so important for the children in our community. And I just want to first introduce my family that's here with me today. My 10-year-old son, Reed, is here in the crowd. My son, Andrew, who is 7, is also here, and my loving husband, Richard, over there. So I introduced my family because that's really why I'm here to talk, is about my family and the improvements that parks like this in our community provide for children like mine and like other children in this community. Particularly for special needs children. Andrew was born with a virus that damaged his brain before he was born, and he has cerebral palsy as a result of that virus. And because of that, his body won't do what a lot of our bodies will do. It's challenging for him. It's challenging for him to eat, speak, and move. So getting to play at a park and have an opportunity like all the other children in Mobile is not something that's always offered to him. But this park changes that. So often special needs kids are told no, that they can't participate in activities. They are not allowed to because of their disabilities or because of the equipment that it requires for them to get to move around and do the things that you and I do with ease. So parks like this allow us to say yes to these children. Yes, you can go to the park on Saturday afternoon. Yes, you can go with the neighbors and all go play at the park together. Yes, if you want to play baseball, you can play baseball. So parks like this will bring smiles and happiness to so many children. We actually lived in this community for about 6 years until Katrina. My parents actually still live in this community, so this park is very important to my family. And I'm so excited to see what all of you have done. Y'all have contributed countless hours of hard work, planning, effort, digging, planting. It's just unbelievable what you've done to this park. I have seen this park prior to your efforts, and what is here today is just truly remarkable and unbelievable. So my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you that spent the time and effort to make this park a reality today. So Andrew grew up watching his older brother play baseball at Municipal Park. And as parents often do, when you see your second child come along, you're like, he's going to want to play baseball. But you know what? Baseball may not be an option for Andrew because he has cerebral palsy and we don't know what we'll be able to offer him. And so we found out about a park that was offered, a group that was offered at Westside Park in West Mobile that offers a Challenger League of Baseball that actually allowed Andrew, when he turned 5, to play baseball on a field and participate. And I really and truly wish that I could have filmed the moment that we gave Andrew his first jersey that had his name on it and his number and his team. That was a great moment in our family. And then when he got to put his own baseball hat on his head that was for his team, that was also a great moment for us. So I just want you all to know that what y'all have done here is just amazing for all the children in this community, including the ones that have special needs. The fact that Andrew will be able to go over here and run home runs and bat with his friends and be a part and have those experiences that all children deserve and want in life. So this field will change lives. Know that each of you have changed a child's life. It will inspire special needs kids to play and be active, as well as typical children to play and be active, to enjoy the great outdoors. We live in a beautiful city. So this surface will allow him not to be stuck, get caught in the ruts and the grooves. When he's in his wheelchair and his walker, often little things like a half-inch curb or a half-inch catch in the grass or an oak tree root can really cause him to tumble and fall. So a field and a playground surface like this truly makes a difference in his life as well as others. So true happiness is what I think this park really brings to our community. I'm so excited about what you all have done here. Thank you for your vision and your efforts. I want to again thank all of you who made this a reality. And my family is so honored to be here and to speak on behalf of special needs kids as well as typical kids in our community. And thank you again for making a difference in the lives of children in Mobile for many, many years to come.
Giving all praises to God Almighty for my being here on this afternoon, to the Mayor, Sandy Stimpson, to my colleagues, which is present, Councilwoman President Gina Gregory, Vice President Richardson, also Joel Daves, Councilman and Councilwoman Bess Rich, to to all the other elected officials, to the residents of District 3, to the residents of Mobile, to other family and friends. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I know that our mayor said earlier that we was behind a cemetery just about, but I am an undertaker, so if anyone out here dead, just let me know. So let me try this again. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. If you look to the north of this park, if you look to the south of this park, if you look to the west of this park, if you look to the east of this park, you can see what public and private partnership can do. Giving praises to everyone that had took the time and volunteers that took the time to make this park a reality. I would like to thank you, ADM, ADECA, and all the sponsors, but especially the team at the Mobile Airport Authority, who have worked tirelessly for this project, and to MAA that has agreed to maintain the landscape and the grass of this particular park. So, Mayor, we save a little bit of money there. Yeah. And also airport security, who also will be monitoring this park throughout the days and the years to come. Also, without everyone who has sponsored and gave their time, what has not been possible without you. I like at this particular time, and I might be wrong for doing this, but I know that many of you all and people that's not here had took the time and put emphasis in this park. But one particular person I would like to recognize is Michelle Hurdle, and she might kill me for doing this. But back in the spring or late winter of 2013, Michelle had called my office and asked to have a meeting with me. Where is she? Raise your hand.
There she is. She's sitting.
Stand up. Let's give her a hand clap, everyone.